So Altbruch is developing quite nicely. We still have one person that we can place, so I think as we're good on food and fuel for now, I think we'll be adding another forester. And since we have someone in here now, we're going to make them into a butcher, and they will be producing lots and lots of sausages from all of the pork that we have. And of course, one pork makes 2 sausages, so our food production will be sort of exploding, and we might even consider selling sausages. I think I'm pretty certain that we're going to produce sausages. Now with that, we've arrived at the size that we're going to go with. Again, we will not be upgrading any more of the burgages. These burgages aren't so big that the level 1 burgages can't harvest them. And even if they can't harvest them completely, there's plenty of food already. So we don't need to be worried about that. They've done pretty well. And with the butcher here, which we're going to keep open, we'll be fine. We have plenty of money in the bank. 910 in influence, which is fine. And then since we have 10 months of food, we will be increasing our tithe to 20% to just get more influence going. Because we need another 3,000 in influence to take over all of the regions. But we'll need a little more money as well. So they'll be producing sausages. They'll use... I don't want them to leave any pork behind. Yeah, I will be upgrading them. 1 more living space. And I think we'll tell the market to not sell pork. I only want sausages going in there. We're going to have to do that on both markets. And that way we're making sure that all of the pork is going to the butcher. And then we'll have, again, lots and lots of sausages going. And with, you know, the upgraded burgage and then 2 families in there, that'll be going well. And I think let's just add that as well because we can. Not sure that we'll do much with them, but let's keep them for now. So the salt is almost exhausted. Once that is done, we'll go for clay and produce, you know, some tiles because we can, if we even get to that. So we have another 1,000 in influence, and we're gonna go for this region. It is now November 5. So let's just let's just spend the 200 for these mercenaries. And I don't think that our opponent is going to oppose our claim on the region. But just in case, you know. But we'll be letting those 2 bands of mercenaries go after we've successfully claimed the region. Let's claim this with influence. We're only in November of year 2, remember? So, you know. Going pretty well. They can run. Again, I don't think that we'll see opposition to this claim. So it was probably wasted money. But you never know. And then we still have another 3.5 months until the raiders are coming. And we'll be prepared with our mercenaries as well. Again, I think we'll just keep these 50 coin mercenaries. Claiming. Yep, and the region is ours. So let's disband those. And we'll disband those and we'll keep those. Yeah, we're making plenty of money from our trade here. So no worries there. So 3 of the 4 regions are ours. Now we're only working toward building up enough influence to claim our opponent's region. It's really, compared to On the Edge, this campaign is really easy. Now, if you're not experienced with the game and everything, this might still feel hard, but if you've ever successfully played On the Edge on challenging settings, which is really the single most hardest campaign in the whole game, then anything else will feel easy in comparison. So they should be working on, yeah, there we go. The sausages are coming in. So all of the pork that all of these people are producing are going into sausages. Again, we're not upgrading anything. We're just keeping it as is. But I do want to staff this forester as well. And help those along. And we'll be seeing those forests growing back very quickly. Soppet is probably not doing anything right now. Yeah. Because we've instructed them to not produce more than 80 planks, and we still have plenty of planks. So we have a good amount of food. Of course, now it's not 10 months anymore because, you know, we're taking 20% of the food out every month to supply us with influence. And that's going to be going on for a few months, probably a year or so, until we get to the influence that we need to claim our opponent's region. So this is a bit of a waiting game now, but we're gonna wait until the raiders are coming. Let's move our mercenaries to over here to greet them. They might spawn up here, and the last few times I played this map, they always spawned on this end before they started spawning in Lean X, so I think they'll be spawning here, so we'll be ready for them with our mercenaries. Nope, go there. And let's see, how's our salt doing? Still on 62. That's pretty cool. We still have not that much salt in storage, but that's okay. Raiders are coming in 46 days, 2,300 in our treasury. I do want to be able to hold all available mercenaries for at least 3 months, you know, for the claim, and then there's 90 days for the battle to begin. So 3 months is the minimum that you'll have to be able to pay for all of the mercenaries, and then of course you have to work your way up to actually hiring all of them. So yeah, 5,000, at least 5,000 in the treasury is the goal. So let's try to maximize our trade from everything and see. So yeah, you see refined stone is now making a good amount of money. So we're not really making more than we made before, considering we had 1,000 for rough stone, but that's fine. Selling pelts, we're selling firewood, that's good. Still selling some planks, although that's over. But mortar is making a good amount of money. That's cool. Also making some money from the herbs, and I think, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, since salt is limited, we will not be selling the sausages, I don't think. Although I might consider selling some of the excess carrots or cabbages. Yeah, of course they're lacking pretty much everything. But also this is one of the reasons why I wouldn't upgrade any of the other burgages now. It's just creating, you know, unhappy villages. And we don't want that. So everything is staying on level 1 except for the butcher. And let's see. Well, I want them to produce something. So let them produce honey. That's also going to make us some money. Let's sell some planks again as well. Because we can. You know, let's just make as much money as we possibly can. Currently considering whether we'll reshuffle our people. Yeah, I think we will. Let's just build another trader. There are the raiders. And they are spawning. Well, let's watch. Spawning here. Let's see whether our opponents... Why are they running away again? So they do have a retinue of 5. I have no idea why the raiders were just broken out of thin air with the retinue not even being close. That was rather weird. But okay, so they do have a retinue. That's fine. We're building our influence. Raiders should be coming every other year, maybe now. Buy a horse. And once the trader has finished building, we'll pull people out of the foresters and put them into trading. Actually, we might do that right now. Here's one. Okay, let's put 2 more traders in here. Get them horses. Get these out of the way. Because otherwise, you know, the traders are going to run into them all of the time. We don't want that happening. Okay. This is fine. Let's see, where are we with the... Yeah, let's get that up to 120. I mean, the months of firewood are fine. There's no issue there. Let's overstock this with 10 as well. And of course, we're only not on 100% because these dudes aren't getting their clothes, but that's fine. So we have 2 traders, 1 horse, and we're gonna order another horse in a few days. Just to accelerate that bit of trading. And salt is still going, that's good. Overall, again, I'm quite happy with the progress. The money that we're making, again, 1,200. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So let's get that second horse for them. And with 2 more traders going, we should be able to increase our sales. Now, what we're also going to do is we'll instruct our traders to export carrots. Anything over 60 can go. And we have 114 berries. I think we're also gonna sell berries over 80. Again, we're producing enough food to be able to afford that. I'm not quite sure yet whether we'll be selling sausages. Yeah, I don't think so. But I want to export cabbages, and we'll be exporting anything over 60 here as well. Of course, it'll take a while until we have that money back, but we should reach that fairly quickly. Now, the burgages want foraged goods and vegetables. We get that via the fields and the berries. And they also want meats and fishes and animal produce. We have that with our rich animals deposit. We have the chickens and we have the sausages. So yeah, we won't be running into any food trouble here. Meanwhile, our influence is growing, not as quickly as I'd like, but I think we'll be able to afford 30% in tithe. And we'll keep the land tax on 20% as well. Again, we have enough food in order to afford that, and all the money in the treasury is only going to help us. Now, of course, we're artificially reducing our treasury by 50 for the mercenaries every month. But that's fine. We're getting in 272. Well, 222 in treasury change is fine. Should we release them? I mean, they didn't have a militia or anything. I mean, they have really bad luck with their resources. Let's pause this real quick and just... Well, actually, no, let's not pause this. I don't think we have to. They've already exhausted all of their resources. Also, they're deforesting their whole region. They're probably selling charcoal, maybe. I mean, they won't be lacking for food. I'm okay with what we've done so far. And again, I want to get to 5,000 in treasury to be able to afford all of the mercenaries for that last stand with our opponent. We could, in the meantime, I mean, that would cost us 750, so that would bring us back to 3,000. But we could just settle one of these regions. Could go for salt, right? And have... Yeah. You know what? I think we're going to settle here. Let's pause this. I think we're going to settle here. Just make it a small settlement. Sell cheap salt to our region. So we'll be buying salt for, I think, for 2 coin. And we'll then be able to sell sausages for 7 coin, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that. But we're already in July. Let's see. That's pretty late to be settling. However, it's doable, I think. Let's save. We're on July 9th. So that's... Yeah, that is a very late start in order to be settling. But again, it is doable because we'll be sending them with a large package. So they'll have plenty of food. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Let's just do it. Yeah. Let's just put this here. Give them a plentiful package. Again, we are pretty late with settling this, but it should be possible to do. So let's get that logging camp up real quick. And this will not be a pretty village. It will just be an efficient village. Put the granary right here. Put the storehouse right here. And build the houses right away. We have 18 timber left. So we'll be building 6 houses right away. Okay, go. Now, could you please finish that? Okay, get people into the logging camp. Crank the maintenance up. I don't know what's going on here. By hitching... I don't know why they're not finishing this. There we go. Finally. First house is up. Let's get someone in the granary. Okay, this is pretty perfect as well. We'll give this low priority though. Storehouse is up. That's good. As soon as the supplies are gone, we'll be adding the marketplace. And we'll put the forager up. Okay, now let's get that marketplace going. Again, if you're not experienced with the game, do not settle this late in the game. Just don't. With a little bit of luck and a little bit of experience, though, it's possible to do. As you can see, I mean, we're in August, and of course we're going to have to supply food for everyone, but there's still berries going. We'll have the fishing hut set up as well fairly quickly. The ox is already there, so let's give that to this, and we'll have to produce firewood, of course. I can do firewood on this end, because you'll need, you know, all of the standard stuff, of course. Hold on, do we have 2 hitching posts? We don't. Let's give them the hitching post. And then we'll put the other hitching post here. And put the saw pit here. And this will be a really small settlement. All we want to do is produce some tiles and produce some salt. We'll sell all of the salt, or most of the salt, to our home region. But some to the free traders as well. So come on, get these done. Want this done as well. Let's see. As for development, do we increase capacity for forage goods? Yeah, this is good. This is going to help us. So let's just go with that and not worry too much about it. Okay, so this should get us, yeah, immigration. 1 house up. We'll have to build more houses. Yeah, let's build all of those. And where's that? Yeah, hitching post is up now. So let's give that. We already have that there. And we will be buying yet another ox. Give them a hitching post. Wait, we have 1, 2, 3 hitching posts. We have enough hitching. Okay, that's fine. I want that forager up and running. Yeah, so we'll have 1 person immigrating, because this is going down and that's not good. So come on, I want some of those berries. Very good. So go. And then as the saw pit gets done, of course someone will be going in there, and then the woodcutter as well. But by then we should have another house up. Let's just get these done so that we get that second immigrant. Okay, should give that medium priority. Yeah, food and fuel is fine. No worries there. So there's a house up. We'll get that second immigrant in just a little while. Saw pit isn't done yet. Forager is getting some berries at least. Not great, but a bit. Third ox is in, so we'll need this done quickly. Okay, there's the hitching post. That's fine. And then finally that is done. So let's get someone out there. Wait for 12 and then don't produce more than 80 for now. Also get the trader up. Again, if you're not comfortable settling a region this late, I don't blame you. It's possible. It's not ideal. You know, you don't have to do it. You could have waited until the following year. So meanwhile, we're back with our treasury. That's fine. Approval is going up. Of course, it won't be great, but we came with quite a bit of food. So that's okay. Let's give this highest priority now. And then, of course, we're going to have to make some money as well. So these will be doing chicken coops. Because, again, they produce good food early on, and they're pretty cheap to build. with that and the food we've already had and the berries, we should be fine. And of course, we're also gonna build a fishing hut, but this is probably gonna freeze over. Okay, let's get the woodcutter going. And then the next one that comes in will be a trader. Meanwhile, let's pause, go back here, and see how our salt deposit is. Yeah, salt is gone, so we can demolish that. And we'll be building a mining pit here, and we'll be mining some clay. And now this storehouse will be taking in clay, and they'll also do roof tiles later. And our sausage production is probably going down because we have no more salt. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell the marketplace that they can now sell pork until we have more salt incoming from our friends. So, and that means what we're going to do is we go to crafting materials and we'll set up importing salt just from our friends. Ooh, for 5? Even just internally, it's going to cost us 5? What? Oh my god. Okay, that's expensive. Oh, you know what? We're not going to do that. Nope, we're not. Okay, our regional wealth is going up though. Let's have a look at the trade records. Yeah, nice. Dressed stone, 1200 now. Wonderful. And mortar is also making a good amount of money. So this was a good choice to go for. Overall, good. The one person that we have left is going to go into mining clay, but of course that's not done yet. Let's go back to our new region, just so that we don't miss anything. Should be getting another immigrant. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Now we're going to have to import tools. Let's import tools up to 7. Of course, we still have quite a number of them. Yeah, we're not going to export planks on this one. We'll be going for salt. But of course, for that, in order to afford that, we have to make some money first. So let's see what would be sensible to sell. I think we'll be selling rubble stone down to 20. It's going to make us some money. We just need the 50 for salt. The mining pit is done. So let's get one person in here. Go back to this region. If in a challenging run through, by the way, this is too much stress for you to have to, take care of 2 different regions, don't do it. Nobody's forcing you. I'm just doing this because, we're waiting for enough money to come in and everything and to get enough influence. And this is just a way for me to basically spend the time until we have all of that. So, don't feel like you have to settle that second region. You could just wait for things to happen until you have enough influence, and then that's that. Don't worry about having to settle all the regions that you're actually claiming. Okay, we're gonna upgrade the storehouse. We're also gonna upgrade the granary. Yeah, food variety, of course, isn't great just yet, but that's fine. Let's build the fisherman's hut. They can walk to over there. Oh, we can also give them, make it a little easier for them to get to the fishing spot. So that family is gonna go into the salt mine. Have the trader. We're gonna add just a few more houses. Okay, well, let's just continue that there then. And then, oh, there's the second person. I think there's an issue with that corner there. So let's just close that corner. And then... Oh, man. Yeah, whatever. Let's just build that there. And then build a couple more. And this one is gonna go into the fisherman's hut. No, this is frozen now, so that's gonna stay vacant for now. So let's just get a second person in there. Then we'll do the stone gathering in just a second. As you can see, though, we've already made some money from just selling, I think, rubble stone or something. And we're also going to be building another mine back here, clay, and then we'll be producing tiles and probably make a good amount of money from that. And all of that doesn't need all that many people or anything. Just, you know, so I think we'll have just enough with what we've already staffed here. So they will be doing stone gathering for now. I think this can go back to normal maintenance. And then, oh, we still need to say, you don't do any of that. This doesn't matter, we're not going to have it anyway. And the storehouse, though, is not going to do any of that. Well, they can do roof tiles. They won't have that much to do anyway. All of that can go in there. That's fine. So, one more. We have 2 in the mining pit. We have 50, so we can now buy the trade route. Let's buy the trade route all the way down to 0. Okay, and of course I also want to build a manor here because I want to charge taxes here as well. So let's just put that there. Not, are we gonna go for retinue? Yeah, well, whatever. We can, so we might as well. Well, maybe not. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just do the manor house. And that should be that. So we already have that one extra person. So they'll be mining clay. And let's build the tile or the clay furnace. So that we have that production going. And then we should be seeing trade picking up fairly quickly. Unfortunately, of course, the roof tiles are also a major trade. But we should get to 80 pretty quickly. And then that's going to make us real good money. Okay, we're now at 5,000 in the treasury, 1.6k in influence. That's good. Food is now getting a bit tight, of course. Let's get another chicken coop. Okay, but we'll staff the fisherman's hut now. Just as soon as the river is open again, or ice-free, will be good. So we have a forger, there'll be a herb garden, and one more person. The clay furnace, and then we have every building staff that we need staffed. And the 2 people that we're going to get in addition are going to go into the trader. Okay. So we have our second retinue if we wanted it, which we don't. So we have the clay furnace staffed, we have the mining pit staffed, and we'll be adding a trader. Also be upgrading the hitching posts. And not much else is going to happen here. We'll just wait for the money to come in, charge taxes, and that's that. I'm not going to go for tithes since we don't have that much food. So, yeah. Okay, and that last person coming in will also be a trader. There we go. Now with the... we're waiting for 80 coin to come in order to buy the trade route for tiles. Over here, we're doing good. Our trade is going strong. Yeah, and we have 1.9k. Okay.